Hey everybody, this is Daryl here on Big D's Fig Farm. It is April the 18th, and we're supposed to have a nice stretch here of nice warm weather, 65, 70 degrees, and only dipping down to about 50 at night. So I'm hoping things are going to start to wake up. I've been watching everything, so I've got 19 trees in ground, actually 20 trees in ground, and looks like the winter really took a toll on most of them. Most of them were second or third year, but this was a very cold winter. So time will tell if they'll come back at all. Like this is my hardy Olympian, as it said on the tag. Didn't look too hardy after that winter. It's looking pretty dead. I've done scratch tests in several places, and there's no green, just brown. Another test, they say you can bend the limb, and if it snaps, it's dead, like that right there. It's dead. So I guess I'm just going to wait and see what happens with it. I may end up digging this one up, putting something else here. That doesn't look good. My LSU purple, that's come out okay. That's got some buds on it. Matter of fact, it was one of the first ones to start leafing out this season. And looks like, I mean, there's some dead limbs in there too, I believe, but there are, well, at least there was some signs of life before we had our last frost. And the frost you can see where the frost got it right here. You can see where it was leafing out, and then frost came and frost put a hurting on it. I think that'd be fine to come back though. But Teramo, same thing. A lot of it looks like the winter got most of it. I do believe there's a live branch on here. I did scratch tests on this one limb here, and it had green. And if you look here, it even looks like it's starting to bud out right there on this one. But I don't know if any of the other ones are alive or not. Smith looks about the same, very dark, wore out. That's Ronde Bordeaux, doesn't look too great. That's Blanc de Deux Saison, doesn't look too great. White Madeira number 1 doesn't look too great. And we thought that was an Italian 258, but that's questionable. Maybe a Peter's Honey, I'm not even sure what, even though I bought it as a 258. That happens sometimes. It's not looking too great. So like I started a bunch of cuttings inside, and I'll show you a clip of that here in a second. But there's a reason for that. As you can see here, these are my cuttings that I'm rooting. I like to use these 32-ounce clear cups because you can see the roots when they start. You can kind of see what progress you're making, and get a better idea when to up pot. I've also got some vegetables back there: tomatoes, zucchini, yellow squash, etc. But this is where I started off on this heat mat here in the house, and I've got lots of Celeste and lots of my Brooklyn White, because people are always asking me what are good varieties to grow here in 7B in our area. These two are faithful every year. I'll show you in a minute exactly what I mean. Hardy, always, I can count on them every year to give me a huge harvest. Then when they've gotten bigger, as you can see, I pot them up, put them underneath these grow lights here on the inside until it gets nice enough outside, and then I'll just move them outside. So I have some other Italian 258, Stella, a couple of Brooklyn White, Celeste, Hog Island. There's a Black Madeira over there. But anyway, that's my bigger ones. Here is my Brooklyn White. Brooklyn White is the one that I bought thinking it was Chicago Hardy 12 years ago, and then it started producing figs, and I knew it wasn't. But this thing is a beast. It is about 12, 13 years old, like I said. Every year, 2,000 to 3,000 figs, depending on how attentive I am to picking and how much I get in here before the wasp and hornets start coming in fighting me for them. They really like these, and every year, this is the one tree out of my whole yard that it's a fight against the wasp and the hornets to get my figs. And so once they start ripening on the tree, they come, and then I mean, they're big ones too, boy. Really big figs. And at that point, I pick the peripheral of the tree, and I let them have the inside figs, because I'm just not going to fight them. But as you can see here, this tree is just, oh no, almost every branch, it's just leafing out. It's got Breba figs on it everywhere. So lots and lots of production. It's a Brooklyn White. So when people around here say, you know, what's a good variety to go around here, This one right here, you can't beat it. Medium to large green figs with a red interior. Just super prolific, super hardy. Great variety to grow here in 7B. The other one that's a great variety is back there, my 2 Celeste trees. Celeste gets a bad rap, I think, most of the time. People think they're just kind of a lot of the more bigwig kind of fig growers because they have lots of other varieties. Would say it's just kind of it's a good fig, but they don't necessarily rave about it. I think it is really a great fig. They're small, yes, they're sugar figs, but this tree thing is just like I said, bad winter, everything else looks like it's half dead. This tree is thriving, budding out everywhere, on every limb, both of them. And last year I picked over 5,500 figs off of these 2 trees, this one and that one. This one's younger, it even did better than the older one. That tree's probably 20, 25 years old, that big boy there. But my greenhouse is looking good, things are coming back. Thought I'd give you an update. I do have, I think for certain, a couple casualties here. I have a couple here that just aren't looking good at all. And that one that hit my leg and snapped the thing off there when I was moving around in the greenhouse. I got so many plants in there. But I'll put them out here. We'll see if something happens when they come back. If not, I will do something with them later. That's the graveyard. I got a couple on the other side too that I've already pulled out. But greenhouse is getting green. Lots of nice looking activity in here. I had a couple I was concerned weren't going to make it. Like the Socorro Black was taking forever, but now it's starting to put out some green here. And so all throughout in here, you can see I've got all of them coming back. Some of them with figs on already. All of these trees in here in these pots I stored over winter either in the greenhouse or in my shed. So none of these were, I mean, they got down to the temps because I don't heat either one of those, but they weren't outside in the elements. But so I think there will be some casualty because it was really cold. For a couple days we were down near the teens, but overall these guys were fairly well protected. So when I start bringing everything out, I'll probably do variety reviews and show you exactly. And I'll probably very soon start doing that with my in-grounds. I just want to give them every chance there is for it to bounce back, come back, so I have something to actually report to you about how the winter treated them. All right. So, but this is where we are on April the 18th, and I did some moving around today, so I thought I'd give you an update.